My name's Miles Eastwood. I joined Sparta in 2019. So I studied mechanical engineering at university. And I was, at university, I was set that that's what I wanted to do. And then, I finished university, started trying to get jobs as a mechanical engineer, and I found that the job listings, weren't as plentiful as I was led to believe at university. There wasn't anything that caught my eye specifically that sounded really interesting to do. And this sort of back and forth looking for jobs went on for about 8 or so months, and then I thought a change of tack would be a good idea. Stumbled across Sparta and liked the sound of what they were offering, and one thing led to another. I got in with little to no coding experience. I mean, I'd done a very little bit at university, and now here I am.
Yeah, so my name's Sam. Like Miles, I did a slightly different degree to Miles. I did maths degree. It's quite theoretical, and there weren't any direct and obvious paths for it, so it was a bit sort of open-ended. I had done a little bit of coding as well in a fun language called MATLAB. Anyone who did that, I liked that it was the sort of coding idea was a bit more hands-on and practical and related to something in the real world, which my degree often didn't. I found Sparta online, and they were very quick to turn around and give me a call. And once I'd submitted my CV, and it happened very, very quickly. And before I knew it, I was doing an interview in the academy. In terms of what about Sparta was appealing to me, I think it was just like a foot in the door. There weren't other jobs that came through in the sort of sector that were for people who hadn't done like a software engineering degree, and obviously I found that has been a massive benefit for me with Sparta.
Absolutely, I found trying to get your foot in the door is obviously one of the hardest things to try and do. I wasn't able to get myself onto a grad scheme for engineering when I graduated. So trying to get started off was really difficult. Trying to do loads of bloody aptitude tests and loads of different cover letters for various different companies. It's very difficult. But then with Sparta, once they not only did they train you up, but they also prepared you for life after training very effectively, as Sam and I and myself can testify to.
What was it like to join, a FTSE 250, absolutely enormous organisation that has huge offices that you were required to be in all day, every day? What was that like?
It felt like a massive opportunity, obviously, like a very well-known company with some great brands, like really well-known insurance brands. It was different to what I expected, I have to be honest. Working in the academy day to day and doing the training and working with some quite cool new tools. I think I had to adjust your expectations a little bit. You're not always going to go into a job that has everything up to date. Like it's always going to be a little bit of both, like some new stuff, some old stuff. So it was a bit different to what I expected.
What we're all doing at Sparta, of course, is trying to make all of our Spartans as valuable as possible in terms of the market, your skills, your knowledge, your qualifications, so that when you leave Sparta, you can command the salary that you really deserve. Has that happened for the two of you?
Yeah, I'd say we've somewhat doubled our earning potential. I feel like Sparta massively helped me get a job that I wouldn't have been able to on my own, and it's been fun. Some great work with some great people, and continue to keep connections with them.
Yeah, I'd second that as well. The other thing as well that I think we'd add is it's very important if you're friendly with the other Spartans in your group or just in general, that's a very good opportunity for networking. Like we have a few friends who've done very well for themselves that we keep in contact with, and I know that if I ever need to look for a new job, I know exactly where I'm going first.
Given the last 2.5 years, everything you've accomplished, everything you've done, what do you think the benefits have been to you for starting the first couple of years of your career with Sparta?
I mean, I don't think I'd be in this position now. Simply put, like coming from the background that I did, was non-technical and or non-software related, and you're thinking even people who have done software related degrees are picking up Sparta. Like certainly in our class, there were a good handful of them. I just don't think I'd be with a company this sort of big and well known, working where I am. It's come a long way in just 2 years. So, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. The hardest, as I mentioned at the beginning of the call, I think the hardest part is really just getting your foot in the door. And with Sparta, that's certainly what you get. Like you get pretty good training. You get taught not only the technical skills required to do the job, you also learn about the soft skills like interviewing prep, that sort of thing, all very important. How to be a good team player. And yeah, I would, as Sam said, I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for what I got from Sparta.